Here's a drill you're doing today to improve your footwork, specifically moving around the ring. Now, disclaimer, whether you are a competing boxer or somebody who's just a boxing enthusiast like myself, a civilian, even though I do coach and I do corner from a competition standpoint. However, if you're in one of those two things, understand there's going to be something that needs to improve if you want to get better at boxing overall. It is going to be your footwork, and specifically your footwork, how it applies to moving around the ring. Now, whether you choose to not ever be in the ring, this does apply to actually fighting and protecting yourself as well when it comes to moving around a specific area. It's no different than you can't do some things in the corner on a basketball court that you would do at the top of the key. There's some things that you can't do in the red zone that you could do in more field of play, corner kick for soccer, yada, 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 yada. You get the point. You do need to practice your footwork as it applies to your field of play. When it comes to boxing, the ring and the squared circle is your field of play. So we're going to work on how we move around. Now, this is a new drill. This is a new drill for you if you guys are not familiar with my system. But overall, this is just a progressive drill from something that I have from a foundational standpoint. You don't need 100 drills. You don't need 1,000 drills. You just need one drill from a foundation standpoint that you can build on in your experience. Now, so for some of you that have more experience in boxing, this may be a dumb drill for you. But if you do something naturally, that is just understanding the order of the movement without needing to break it down as much. That doesn't mean that it can't be learned from people who don't do it naturally, but also for those who do it naturally. Now, when you do this with more intention, you can weaponize this, which means that you can apply it to your actual competition, same way you would with anything else, right? So let's get to the drill. We are going to work on moving around the ring, sliding against the ropes, and how to create space in order to still fight against the ropes without being at a disadvantage. We're actually going to do it on the other side. We're keeping somebody else against the ropes, but we're going to do it in a particular way. And the particular way right now is we're going to move around with anchor steps. We're not even going to focus on throwing punches. This is just focusing on our footwork right now. So if you don't know what anchor steps are for my system, I do have a verbiage, but understand what this looks like for when you are with your coach. Because most of you who are here, you're here because you are either trying to figure out how to work out without your coach when you are not with him, which I suggest, or you don't have a coach at all, so you're trying to figure out how to get better on your own. This is a way to do it. So we're going to move around the ring. Anchor steps, which means I am now taking both my feet with me to go ahead and move, right? I'm going to start moving towards the right. I'm not going to go all the way around the ring, or maybe I will just because I do care about your guys' time. But I'm moving outside of the ring first, or outside of the corner first. I'm coming forward. I'm coming forward. I am going to the right first. Now, you're going to see, and this is the reason why I have the camera face from above for you, you're going to see as I move to the right to still create space as I slide this way, I'm going to do something slightly different with this anchor, which is different than just moving linear, which is up and back, or lateral, which is right and left. I'm actually going to go at an angle, which is now at a diagonal, which is how you would start your circle. The reason why I'm doing that is if you notice, if I just go right or left with this anchor, as I move around here, I'm going to cut off the amount of space I have as far as sliding to the ropes. So if I went here to get out of the corner, and I just moved as far as to the right, if you notice, I don't really have as much space as I would if I replace my steps this way, if I did it at a slight angle. So now I have more space to move backwards. When you're moving around the ring, as much as possible, you want to be able to have all four of your exits. That is backwards, forwards, right or left, and then everything in between. So 4 from a foundational standpoint, but there is a little bit more in between. But it's more about awareness for you. As I attempt to get out of this quarter when it's kind of hot, I don't want to get here and then understand that there's not a lot of space to move back here. I'm back on the ropes again. So if I'm trying to get out of the corner and against the ropes, and I take one step and I do a good job of getting out of the ropes and then I'm back on the ropes again, it doesn't make sense. So this is about awareness for you. As I get here. This next step is at a slight diagonal. So now I understand I have space to move back again. And as soon as I feel this ropes on my back leg, I understand I only have 3 exits now. I have forward, left, or right. And this depends on the angle of wherever my opponent's fighting me at. If they're more top left side here, right side for me, then the exits I have for me for the most part is in or towards the left. If they're over my left shoulder here, then for the most part I have my exits in and to the right. But now as I focus this, I don't have to worry about what to do with my feet according to the situation. I get to just assess the situation. So now I'm moving around the ring again. This time I'm going slightly towards the corner. I do need to take that angle again, so now I'm facing the corner again, and I understand what I need to do to back up to get out of here. Same thing coming forward again. Anchors, slight angle. I'm coming back again. I'm coming back again. Foot hit the ropes. I'm still looking at my opponent in front of me. I can assess if he's taking that side, and I can exit that way or go in. I may need to fight going forward, but I have the footwork to be aware of how this all works. Getting back to that corner again. Anchor steps coming all the way through. I understand I still have more space coming back. I hit the back of the corner. Now I need to fight my way coming forward. I'm still moving to the right. That slight angle, so now I can go ahead and work coming back here. That slight angle, so I can go ahead and work coming back here. That slight angle, so I have space to go ahead and slide back. Foot hit the ropes, now I know I need to get out. That slight angle, so now I can go ahead and make sure I replace myself again. So you guys will also understand, based on how this ring looks, this is not a circle, this is a rectangle, but I can still adjust how I move around the ring accordingly. Now, how do we get better at this? You wouldn't do it based off of time, you would do this based off of completion. So if I wanted to work going towards the left, I would complete going all the way around to the right. I'm back in the starting space for me. So then now I will come back into it. And this time I will go to the left. Work the same thing. All the way around. All the way around. All the way around. So for this one here, I'm still going to the left. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And so if you guys notice, I had a slight hiccup as I went to the left, but that's the reason why we're doing it. So we make sure that we can't get it wrong under any other circumstances. So now you ask yourself, okay, completion. I went to the right, I went to the left. That may have taken you a lot of time because you may be new to this. We may be adding half steps to get around the ring. We may be adding shuffles to get around the ring. We may be adding shifts to go ahead and get around the ring. You may be practicing at southpaw when you're an orthodox fighter. You may be practicing it orthodox when you're a southpaw fighter. It's based on completion. So my suggestion is work on sliding against the ropes one day. The next day, focus keeping somebody on the ropes. And if you notice, this movement is very similar, keeping somebody on the ropes, so that way your back is to the center of the ring, so you can still move them all the way around based on how they moved, to come in if you want to get out, to give yourself space to decide which way they want to go or which way they can't go, and still have those angles where you are keeping your back to the center of the ring. Working all these spots. And so if you're not familiar with why I'm going in these spots right now, I would suggest taking a look at my other video, which is ring generalship and just moving around the ring. Once again, we can go left if we want to. The reason why I'm not going all the way against the ropes is because if I want to keep somebody against the ropes, me overextending when I get here is kind of giving them an option to go ahead and get me out of here. So it's just understanding, keeping my range and my pace to understand where they might go, so my back is still towards the center of the ring. So that is one new drill if you've never seen my ring generalship drill, but really it's one drill with the progression. You can go ahead and do this one day, right and left on a Monday, and then keeping yourself against the ropes. The next day on a Tuesday, you can go right and left, keeping somebody against the ropes, and you can flip-flop that all the way till Saturday. If you're working on both stances, I would say do one stance one particular day, the other stance another particular day, and then flip-flop from there. But once again, it's not one drill. It's not one workout. It's the entirety of your program and the consistency of it according to your goals to get where you want to go. But that is a new drill for people who haven't seen it. But it's really a progressive drill from a ring generalship drill that I have that we've done in the past. And I'll go ahead and put these videos as well. If you liked it, ask me questions. Disclaimer for you, don't comment advice. I don't care. That's not what I'm here for. Make it on your own channel. But if you have questions, ask me so I can go ahead and make videos based off of that. But I'll see you on the next one. Which is soon.